Probably did not want them to draw unnecessary attention to them. That's probably why he sternly said, see that no one knows this. But they did anyways, and they went to tell the whole country. Did Jesus know that they were going to do that? I'm sure he did. I'm sure he knew that they were going to go and tell everybody. But because he's Jesus. So, yeah. But what do we get from this story? These two blind men were able to get their sight physically, naturally, and spiritually because they had faith. And faith is important. So it's encouraging us to have faith. To have faith. Because what did Jesus say? According to your faith, let it be to you. So it was according to their faith. And they believed and they had faith, so they were able to see. All right. Now moving on to the next story. It's the next 3 verses. A mute man speaks. As they went out, behold, they brought to him a man mute and demon-possessed. And when the demon was cast out, the mute spoke, and the multitudes marveled, saying, it was never seen like this in Israel. But the Pharisees said, he cast out demons by the ruler of demons. All right. What does this say? So this man is mute and he's demon possessed. So he has a lot going on, right? He can't speak and he's demon possessed. But then he's brought to Jesus, right? He's brought to Jesus so that Jesus can cast out this demon. And as Jesus casts out that demon, immediately the man can speak. So we understand that he was in bondage because he could not speak. Now the crowd is marveled by this because they're like, oh my gosh, wow, we've never seen this ever happen in Israel. This is new. This is big. But the Pharisees, remember the Pharisees? They refused to believe. They didn't believe that he was who he said he was. They didn't believe that he had the power and authority to cast out demons. So instead, they said that he's able to cast out this demon because he was empowered by the ruler of demons. Which makes no sense at all. But they didn't believe. They didn't believe in who Jesus was. They didn't believe. That's why they found up every excuse. They didn't want to believe that he was who he said he was, because it was probably contradicting with the way they were doing things. And they didn't want to. How I see it is they refused to believe. But they didn't want to believe. They didn't want to believe that he was who he said he was. They were so adamant in believing that Jesus was going to look the way that they felt, and he was going to speak the way that they felt and move in the way that he felt, and he didn't. So